Hi everyone, welcome to Aquarium of the Bay. My name is Megan Holst and we're here in our nearshore tunnel. Today we're going to take a look at some fish anatomy. So come on up close and we're going to look at this rockfish right here. Now the first thing that I'm going to talk about is this pectoral fin. Now that pectoral fin has a couple of purposes. One, it's going to be to help them, when they're sedentary, stay in place on a rock and hold still. When they're swimming, it's going to help them steer and push themselves forward. Now up here, we have the dorsal fin. Now the dorsal fin has a spiny dorsal fin at the first part of their body, and that has a bunch of spines on that dorsal fin. Now we can take a closer look at those dorsal spines, and inside those spines has venom. Now that venom is really important for them for self-defense. And if we look further down the body, we have the soft dorsal fin, which helps them balance in the water column. Now, as that body extends back here, we have the caudal peduncle. The caudal peduncle is the very end of their body right here, and the caudal fin is what extends from the caudal peduncle. So that caudal fin is what helps them push themselves forward. They move it back and forth like a paddle to help them push their bodies forward. Now right here, underneath their body, is going to be the anal fin. Right in front of the anal fin is their vent. Now we're going to take a look at some anatomy towards the forward of their head, or forward of their body. First we have the eye right here. We also have the nares, so come on up really close and we can see a little hole at the very beginning of their body. And that nare is really important for them to be able to smell. So water will go through that nare, and they have receptors underneath that hole that allows them to smell, just like our noses can work. Now water will come in, this is their mouth right here, and water will come in through the mouth and through the operculum. This is the operculum right here. Now the operculum has a couple of different really important functions. First, it's to protect the gills that are underneath that operculum that allow them to breathe. But second, as you can see here, the operculum is actually pumping water across the gills. So as water comes through the mouth, sedentary fish aren't necessarily able to push the water across the gills unless they physically push it. So that operculum is physically pushing the water across their gills. Now the last thing I'm going to talk about here is their lateral line. The lateral line is very important. You can faintly see this line that goes all the way down their body, and inside that line is a line of specialized cells that have hairs in them. Now those hairs will move as things go across the animal or nearby or move near it, and every time those hairs move, it allows the animal to sense its surroundings and sense predators and prey that might be nearby. The lateral line is very important, especially for schooling fish, so schooling fish can stay together. So that is a quick overarching lesson on anatomy here at Aquarium of the Bay, and I hope you learned something today.